7 amazing things that explain how our body works. How do we talk? Today, we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, something you do every day, speaking. Have you ever wondered how we make sounds when we talk? Well, let's find out. When we speak, we make sounds using our voice box. It's a special part of our body that is located in our throat. The voice box, also called the larynx, has a special muscle called the vocal cord. When we talk, the vocal cord vibrates, making sound waves that travel through the air to our ears. This is what allows us to hear the sounds we make when we talk. Just like how when you pluck a guitar string it makes a sound, our vocal cords work the same way. They vibrate to create different sounds. And the size and shape of our mouth and nose help change the sound we make to create different words and sounds. That's it for today's fun science show. I hope you learned something new about how we make sounds when we talk. How do we hear sounds? Have you ever wondered how you can hear sounds around you? What makes a sound? Sounds are special kinds of energy that we can hear. When something moves or vibrates, it makes sound waves that travel through the air and reach our ears. How do sound waves get to our ears? Think of your ear like a secret sound tunnel. When sound waves come near, they go into our ear canal and get funneled all the way to our middle ear. What happens in the middle ear? In the middle ear, there are 3 tiny bones called ossicles. They help to pass the sound waves from the ear canal to the inner ear. How do we hear the sound? In the inner ear, there is a special part called the cochlea. The cochlea is like a spiral-shaped snail shell, and inside it, there are tiny hair cells that move when they hear sound waves. These hair cells send special messages to our brain, which is how we know what we're hearing. Isn't it amazing how our ears help us hear sounds from all around us? I hope you learned something new today. Why do we have feelings? Today, we're talking about feelings. Have you ever felt happy, sad, angry, or surprised? These feelings are controlled by your brain. Your brain is like a boss that tells your body what to do. When something happens, your brain sends signals to your body. These signals are like special messengers called chemicals. For example, when you're happy, your brain sends happy messengers like dopamine and serotonin to make you feel good and smile. Dopamine is like a sunshine chemical that makes you feel happy and excited. Serotonin is like a happy chemical that makes you feel good about yourself and calm. When you're sad, your brain sends sad messengers like cortisol to make you feel sad. Cortisol is like a storm cloud chemical that makes you feel stressed and sad. It's good to understand our feelings and learn how to handle them. You can talk to someone you trust or do something you enjoy when you have feelings. Why do we cry? Do you ever wonder why we cry? Maybe you cried when you fell down and got a boo-boo, or when you were super happy, or even when you were cutting onions with someone in the kitchen. But where do those tiny drops of water, tears, actually come from? Let's find out. First, look in the mirror. Can you see your eyes? Right above your eyes, near the outer corners, are special little spots called tear glands. They're also called lacrimal glands, but that's a big word, so let's just call them tear makers. These tear makers are always working, even when you're not crying. They make tears to keep your eyes wet and clean. It's like giving your eyes a little bath all day long. Now, not all tears are the same. Did you know there are 3 kinds of tears? Let's meet them. 1. Basal tears. These are your everyday tears. They're always there, washing and protecting your eyes from dust or tiny invaders. Think of them like your eye's superhero shield. 2. Reflex tears. These come out fast when something tries to bother your eyes, like smoke, dust, or when you chop onions. These tears are like the fire department, zooming in to wash away the trouble. 3. Emotional tears. These are the ones you make when you're feeling something big, like when you're super sad, really happy, or even scared. Your brain sends a message to your tear makers saying, "We need tears, fast." But how do the tears get out of your eyes? Your tear makers squeeze out the tears and they slide across your eyeball. Then they drain into tiny holes in the corners of your eyes, those little dots near your nose. Some tears get wiped away when you blink. Some roll down your cheek. That's what we call crying. And some go down into your nose, which is why your nose gets sniffly when you cry. Isn't the body amazing? But why do we cry when we're sad or even really happy? Well, scientists think emotional tears help us show how we feel. When we're sad, crying tells others, "I need help" or a hug. And when we're super happy, tears just come out because our feelings are so big, our body doesn't know what to do except cry. So tears aren't just drops of water. They clean your eyes, protect them, and even help you share your feelings. Next time you cry, remember, your body is doing something really cool. Thanks for learning about tears with me today, little scientists. And remember, it's okay to cry. Everyone does it, even grown-ups, even superheroes. Why do we get a boo-boo? Today's question is a very common one that I'm sure you have all asked yourself before. How do we get a boo-boo? A boo-boo is when we hurt ourselves and get a small cut or bruise on our skin. This can happen in many different ways, like when we trip and fall or when we bump into something hard. The skin is the largest organ in our body, and it protects us from the outside world. When we get a boo-boo, our skin is telling us that we need to be careful and to take care of the hurt part. We can make our boo-boo feel better by cleaning it and putting a bandage on it. We can also use ice to make the swelling go down, and if it hurts really bad, we can take some medicine to help us feel better. So that's how we get a boo-boo and how to take care of it. Remember, our skin is always working to protect us and keep us safe. And now you know what to do when you get a boo-boo next time. Why do we get shots? Have you ever gone to the doctor and had to get a shot? Ouch! It might feel like a quick pinch, and sometimes it can be a little scary. But have you ever wondered, why do we get shots? Well, today we're going to find out. And guess what? Shots are actually superheroes in disguise. Let's start with something you already know. Your body is amazing. It runs, it jumps, it laughs, and it even knows how to fight off tiny germs. Germs are teeny tiny creatures that can make us sick. Some germs cause things like colds, fevers, or even the flu. But don't worry, your body has a special army to fight germs. It's called your immune system. Your immune system is made up of soldier cells that protect you. When a germ tries to get in, your soldier cells say, "No way." They chase the germ, attack it, and try to get rid of it. But sometimes the germ is too tricky or too fast, and your body doesn't know how to fight it yet. That's where shots come in. A shot is also called a vaccine, and vaccines are like giving your immune system a superpower lesson. Let's imagine your body is a school, and your immune system is a group of students. The shot is like a teacher that comes in and says, "Hey kids, this is what the bad germ looks like. Here's how to stop it." Then the immune system learns how to fight that germ before it ever shows up. Pretty cool, right? And guess what? The vaccine doesn't use the real bad germ that makes you sick. It uses just a tiny, safe piece of it, or sometimes a fake version that pretends to be the germ. That way, your body gets to practice without actually getting sick. Now, the next time that germ tries to get in your body, boom, your immune system is ready. It knows what to do. It remembers the lesson from the vaccine and goes into superhero mode. That's how shots keep you safe from getting really sick. They're like a shield your body builds to protect you. You might be wondering, but why do I need more than one shot? Good question. Some germs are so tricky, your body needs a few lessons to remember them. So doctors give you more than one shot, called a booster, to make your immune system even stronger. And did you know? When lots and lots of people get their shots, it makes the whole community safer. That means not just you, but your friends, your little brother or sister, your grandparents, everyone. Even babies who are too little for shots get protected because the germs can't spread as easily. So yes, a shot might feel like a little pinch, but it only lasts 1 second, and it gives you superpowers that last a long time. Here's something to remember. Getting a shot doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong. And you're helping everyone stay healthy too. So the next time you go to the doctor and get a shot, take a deep breath, be brave, and say, "Thanks, little vaccine, you're helping my body stay strong." Thanks for learning about shots and vaccines with me today, little scientists. How does a baby get in mommy's tummy? Do you ever wonder how a baby gets inside a mommy's tummy? It's a pretty cool process. First, when a mommy and daddy love each other very much, they may decide they want to have a baby. The daddy's body makes something called the little swimmers, and the mommy's body makes something called the special egg. When you're a little older, you'll learn what they're really called. But for now, these fun names help us understand the idea. When the little swimmers and special egg meet, they make a special tiny seed called a fertilized egg. This seed then travels to the mommy's special garden called the uterus. The fertilized egg attaches to the uterus and starts to grow and grow just like a plant. It takes about 9 months for the baby to grow big and strong, just like how a seed takes time to become a big and beautiful flower. During this time, the mommy's body will change to make room for the growing baby and to give it all the healthy things it needs. When the baby is all grown up, it will be born through a special door, and that's how a baby gets on a mommy's tummy. It's a special miracle that happens when a mommy and daddy love each other very much.